Hi guys, welcome to my eBay Business Reseller Inventory System. In this system, I'm going to show you how to store and organize fragile items to avoid damage or loss. Now, we work very hard going to car boot sales, thrift stores, antique fairs, you name it, whatever we source from in the world. We work very hard and we pay good money for our products. The last thing we want is, well, we don't want it damaged on the way home for starters, but we don't want it damaged in storage at home, which is even worse, or we don't want it missing. Now, it's one thing if you damage an item on the way home, it's your own fault, you lose what you've paid for it. But if you damage it in storage or you lose it when it's listed, then you've got problems. You've got to explain to a buyer why they're not having their item. So I'm going to share my secrets and tips of my system to help you best avoid any damage or losses, or certainly any embarrassment. Okay, so we're going to assume now you've got your stock inventory home safe and you've listed on whatever platform you sell on. Now, the platform is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if it's eBay, Facebook, Poshmark. It doesn't matter where you sell or where you are in the world. It's all pretty much the same. You don't want damage. The last thing you want is anything damaged. So what are you going to do? Wrap it up in a bit of newspaper, chuck it in a box, and wait for it to be sold, and then go looking for it. Well, in my very early days, that's what I used to do, and I used to have a lot of damage. After 20 years, I have learned what not to do and what to do. Now, I wrap my items. Now, I'm going to talk about today, as in I'm dealing with fragile items, because that's what I tend to sell, which is glass, porcelains, antiques. So let's assume it's a glass vase. I would then put 3 or 4 layers of bubble wrap around this glass vase, and I use small bubble, not the large bubble. And then I would parcel tape it nice and tight so it's really firm and it's got a good inch around the item for protection. I could drop it on the floor, to be totally honest with you, and I'd be confident it wouldn't break. It's that much bubble I put around it. Okay, so your item is now packed into bubble wrap, so it's not going to get damaged in a box. But how are you going to know what's in that? So you've got to create a little label. Now, on that label, you want to put your stock code, or the code number that you put next to the item in your book when you've purchased it and wrote down the amount. And then you want a short description of the item on the same label. Now, why don't you just work on just stock numbers? Well, I made that mistake many years ago. I used to list late in the evenings because I got children, and I used to list tired. And sometimes, by mistake, I would double up on the stock numbers. Or I wouldn't write the stock number down in that book, and then I'd do the same stock number again. So 2 items would have the same stock number. When it's sold, I'd match up the stock number, send it off, and it'd be the wrong one of the 2. 50-50 chance, and guarantee they'll always be the wrong one. So now I do a stock number and a very small description of what the item is, whether it's a glass vase or whatever. So then when the sale comes through, if it's supposed to be a book and I'm picking up a glass vase and the stock number matches, I'm going to think, well, hang on a minute, I've made a mistake here. That's why you put your label with your stock number and the item. Now, then it comes to storage. You do not want cheap storage, let me tell you now. Again, I used to use banana boxes. What's a banana box? It's a very strong, thick cardboard box you get from your local fruit shop that they use to transport bananas. Now, these are really good and handy, and they're free. They got little handles on the side, pictures up there. And to be honest with you, a lot of car boot sellers, antique dealers now use these boxes because they're small, they hold just enough, and they're strong boxes. But I guarantee you, when you're using them day in, day out, and you're stacking 5, 10, 12 boxes high, they don't take the weight and they collapse. So don't use those, and don't go and be fooled by this cheap, thin, fragile plastic boxes you can buy in these cheap shops, where you pay £4 or £5 for a 70-litre tub. Because I tell you now, they shatter. I've been there, done it, made the mistake, and lost a lot of money's worth of stock. Buy these boxes, the heavy-duty, thick, hard plastic that can take some good weight. Now, it's up to you on your size. Mine are 70-litre boxes, so they're big, heavy-duty boxes, and they hold a lot of weight. If you don't want to be lumping the bigger boxes, they come in all different sizes. You can have smaller boxes and have more of them. They're not expensive. You can buy them secondhand on eBay, and trust me, for the cost of 1 item or 2 items saved, you've paid for all your boxes. because I guarantee you if you use those cheap plastic boxes, you're going to have damage. Okay, so your item's now packed, safe, labeled, and you've put it in a secure box if you valued your item. So now you have to label your box. So you get a bit of paper, stick it on the outside of your box, number your box first. It's very important. Number the box, then put the list of what's inside the box. Why are you numbering the box? Because you have a second book that is just for your boxes, what's in your boxes. And you duplicate. What you write on the box, you write in the book. So box number 1 might have a glass vase and whatever else. Box 2 got something else. So then when it comes to your sale, you just go through your book. You're flicking through a book going, is it in that box? Is it in that box? Rather than standing in your office, trying to scan all the boxes where you can sit in a comfortable chair, scan the book and go, oh, that glass vase is in box number 18. And it's, yes, I'm going to go straight there. You pick up box number 18, put it down, get your item out. And I suggest, strongly suggest, you cross the item off once you remove it from your box. Don't be lazy. I've done this many times too, where I haven't crossed it off. And then you've got to do a stock take as to what's in the box, because your list ends up that long and it takes you forever looking through the list to see what boxes your sold items are in. What can I say, guys? That's exactly how to inventory your item and pack it and store it safe. So you've now got easy access to your stock and you know it's safe in the boxes. Now, the only thing left to do now, once it sells, is go to the box, in relevant box, pull the item out, pack it, and ship it. I recommend you do everything tracked or signed for. And if you want to see videos on packing, I have done absolutely amazing videos. I've got two links in the description rather, of some really good videos I've made on packing fragile items. I really hope you've enjoyed, and I hope this video helps. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.